All right, back with another collection update. All vinyl, no CDs or tapes. So yeah, let's get started. So, the first band we got here, this is a band from the States. I don't remember what state specifically, but whatever. This is Birth with Saviours of Armageddon. So, I have been after a copy of this for a while now. I think this album came out in. God damn, was it 2017 or 2016? One of those two. I don't remember which. And I think so far Iron Bonehead has only done one pressing, one vinyl pressing. And I think the limitation was 300 copies. And I've just been waiting for a copy to pop up for a regular vinyl price, and it finally happened. So I swooped in and picked it up before it was gone. But yeah, so if you haven't checked out Birth, it's pretty standard shit. Great band. And I'll be seeing these guys in October when I go to Never Surrender Fest, and I'm definitely looking forward to their performance. But it's basically it's just your raw black metal, good riffs, nothing really else that's special about it. So it comes with a nice insert, and then we just got black vinyl band logo on that label. Yeah, not really a whole lot else to say about this. Go check it out. Birth, Saviours of Armageddon. Next up, we have a... Fuck. I can't keep up with what years certain releases came out. My mind gets all fucking jumbled up and I forget. I'm pretty sure this album came out last year. If not, it was earlier this year. I should know this, but I honestly, for the love of God, I can't fucking remember. Drawing the Light, Cursed Below the Waves, another Iron Bonehead release. The newest Drawing the Light full length. And this is Drawing the Light doing Drowning the Light. So, it's very much in the vein of the last album. I think they're both pretty neck and neck. But nice gatefold. And just black vinyl. I really like the album cover for this one. It's very, very interesting. Definitely matches the album. Yeah, like I said, if you know Drawing the Light, I really don't need to say anything more about this. If you haven't heard Drawing the Light, raw, riffy black metal. I don't know if I want to say riffy, just good riffs. And then whatever. I mean, Asgore has fortunately found a good formula, and he's pretty much stuck to it over the years. And I think that's one of the reasons why he keeps putting out such good quality records. In the earlier days, there were, a couple of Drawing the Light albums that were, kind of, they were good, but they weren't like great like the newer ones have been. So like I said, I think he just at one point he finally found his style, his formula, and he stuck to it. And like I said, he's been putting out good, excellent albums and releases ever since. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Drawing the Light, Cursed Below the Waves. Alright, so next we actually have some Dungeon Synth, which is not normally what I feature on this channel. So we have Frost Vale with Antediluvian Majesty. So, I feel like Dungeon Synth these days is becoming almost, just with the amount of projects that keep coming out, it's a lot easier for people to create a Dungeon Synth album, I feel like, than it is for them to create just a regular black metal album. And I just feel like the market has just been oversaturated with just so many subpar Dungeon Synth projects. It's like everybody and their mother now has to have a Dungeon Synth project. But every once in a while, though, you'll come across one, whether it be a band or an album, which Frost Vale does both black metal and Dungeon Synth. Every once in a while, you'll come across one that's just amazing. This one is amazing. This album is awesome. Just great, memorable melodies. It's so damn good. I mean, I put off listening to this for a while, and after I finished listening to it, I was like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why didn't I listen to this sooner? I mean, if you guys have been keeping up with me, or whoever follows me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, I mean, I've been talking the fuck about the newest full length from Frost Vale, Ephemeral Visions. That's probably, at this point, it's probably still my favorite album that's come out this year so far. So I was like, fuck, I really need to check out, the rest of this guy's stuff, even the Dungeon Synth stuff, and it's amazing as well. I don't remember specifically what year this came out, so I apologize for that, but that's enough talking about the music and stuff. So this was put out through Dark Adversary this year, limited to 150 copies. You can only get this through Seance Records. You cannot buy it through Dark Adversary. Comes with a very nice insert, and then it's just black vinyl. Yeah. So yeah, even if you're not a fan of Dungeon Synth, I highly recommend giving this shit a listen. This is great. It's just, it was very, I guess the word I'm looking for is refreshing. So, do yourself a favor, go check out Frost Vale, Antediluvian Majesty, and do yourself a double favor if you haven't, and go check out the latest Frost Vale album, which is Ephemeral Visions. Alright, so the next two records are both by the same band. Hell's Headbangers had both of these, so I figured I'd just go ahead and pick both of them up. We have House of Betrayus with the Spear and the Ichor that follows. I think that's how you pronounce that word. Ichor, I-C-H-O-R, Ichor, whatever, I don't know. So yeah, House of Betrayus is a U.S. Melodic death metal band. These guys often get compared to Argoslent, just without the racist stuff, and that's honestly the perfect way to describe these guys. So this is House of Betrayus' debut full length. And these guys are awesome. Excellent, excellent riffs. Just literally, it's literally a mirror of Argoslent. Just like I said, just without the racism. So yeah, this came out on Dark Descent. Comes with a nice printed inner sheet, and then this is just black vinyl. I'm not going to pull it out. I think that's all it comes with. Yep. So, definitely recommended for fans of melodic death metal and Argoslent. But this is not, obviously this is not your fucking, your nuclear blast, Century Media sounding melodic death metal, which I'm not talking shit about that stuff because I do like a lot of that stuff, but it's not like that, So, yep, that's House of Betrayus, the Spear, and the Ichor that follows. And we have their newest full length, which is put out through Iron Bonehead. We have From the Madness of Zion. And basically this is just a continuation of what they were doing on the first album. Nothing really too different on this album compared to the first one. I think I like the first one a tad bit more, but I mean, they're both pretty fucking neck and neck for me. But if I had to choose one, I'd probably choose the first one. Nice gatefold with lyrics. I know this comes with... Yep. This guy comes with a poster. So you got that. Very nice. And then we have just black vinyl. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about House of Betrayus. These guys are also playing Never Surrender in October, so I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a great show for sure. Damn, I breezed through these a lot faster than I thought I was going to. Yeah, House of Betrayus, Madness of Zion. Alright, so this last thing I'm going to show is actually a box set, a vinyl box set. God, I fucking put off buying this for a while. But after a while, I was just like, okay, I really need to pick this up before it sells out. So, yeah. Without further ado, this is the Tarsi Box Set, which contains the first 3 full lengths. And this is put out through Purity Through Fire. I don't remember the limitation off the top of my head. My copy is 169. They're numbered. But I want to say it was a 300 copy limitation. Maybe less than that. Maybe 250. I don't know. Somewhere around there. But like I said, it comes with the first 3 full lengths. I talked about Tarsi in my last update. I've talked about them a couple times before that. Excellent French black metal. Definitely one of my favorites. So... I'll show these first. So this is the first one, the first full length, and what I love about the way they did this vinyl box set was each album has their own cover. It's not like they didn't just throw in 3 records in a sleeve and just threw it in the box. They actually gave each record a cover and stuff, a jacket or whatever. All are black vinyl, no colored vinyl. Printed insert with lyrics, photos of the band on that side. Yeah, Purity Through Fire did a really good job with this. As far as the music goes, I mean, I talked about this, like I said in my last update. Tarsi, like I said, great band, but they kind of jump around in terms of great albums and maybe not so great albums. All of their albums are good. They just have albums that are better than others. Like this one is good. The second one, which I'm gonna show about the show, is okay. The third one, great. The next 1 or 2 after that, great. trying to remember the name of the other one. I think it was Return and Cross. That one's probably their worst one. And then the newest one, Sequania, that one is fucking awesome. Let's see. We have the second full length right here. Like I said, this one is definitely not one of my favorites from them. Still a good album, just not up to par with a lot of their other stuff. Vinyl. And then the printed inner sheet lyrics. This looks like a map on this side. I'm not real sure what this is. What it looks like to me. Yeah, this album does have its moments. It's just definitely one of the, weaker ones. And then we have the third full length, which is Epoch Revolu. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the second full length, which is why I didn't. I want to say it's Horizons Funestes. I don't know. I probably butchered that. I don't fucking speak French. But yeah, this is the third one. This is probably my favorite out of the first three. This one's really good. And there's also a Burzum cover on here. They do Jesus Dod. So you got the vinyl. And then you got the insert with lyrics, which do me no good because they're in French. So, not only does it come with the records, it also comes with another goodie, which I'm kind of iffy about this goodie. I mean, it's cool. I just wish they would have went with a different design, but whatever. It comes with a nice flag, which is supposed to be the artwork for the second full length. It's just not colored. It's in white and black instead of the red. Still really cool. But I think it would have looked nicer in the red and black. But whatever, that's just me being a picky bitch. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this box set. I've talked about a Tarsi enough times, so hopefully most of you guys have checked them out. If not, definitely go do so. Some good French black metal. So yeah, if you're interested in this, go pick them up before they're gone. Excellent, excellent box set. Alright guys, that's it for this update. Yeah, take care, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.